How does Mictlantecuhtli compare to other death gods in different mythologies? Have you ever wondered how different cultures view death and the afterlife? Today, we will look at Mictlantecuhtli, the Aztec god of death, and see how he compares to other death deities from around the world. Mictlantecuhtli rules Mictlan, the underworld in Aztec mythology. He is often shown as a skeletal figure, covered in bones and skulls, representing death itself. His main job is to oversee the souls of the deceased and maintain the balance of life and death in Aztec beliefs. When we compare Mictlantecuhtli to death gods from other cultures, some interesting similarities and differences emerge. Like many death deities, Mictlantecuhtli governs the underworld. This is similar to Hades in Greek mythology, Yama in Hindu tradition, and Osiris in Egyptian beliefs. However, Mictlan, the Aztec underworld, is unique. Souls face a tough journey before finding rest, highlighting the Aztec view of the afterlife as a challenging experience rather than an immediate reward. Mictlantecuhtli's appearance is striking. His skeletal form symbolizes death and decay, much like other death gods. For example, the Mayan god Opuk and the modern folk figure Santa Muerte also have skeletal features. This imagery emphasizes mortality, a theme common across various cultures. Culturally, Mictlantecuhtli was worshipped within a rich religious system. Rituals honored the dead and maintained cosmic balance. After the Spanish conquest, the worship of Mictlantecuhtli faded but influenced practices like the Day of the Dead. This celebration blends indigenous and Christian beliefs about death, showing how Mictlantecuhtli's legacy continues to impact Latin culture. Now let's look at how he compares with other death deities. Hades, for instance, rules the underworld but is not as closely linked to death itself. He is often portrayed as a regal figure rather than a skeletal one. Yama, the Hindu god of death, judges souls after they die. In contrast, Mictlantecuhtli focuses more on governing the underworld without moral judgment. Opuk, the Mayan death god, shares similarities with Mictlantecuhtli in appearance and association with death. However, Opuk also embodies pestilence and disaster, adding a more sinister aspect. On the other hand, Santa Muerte, a modern spiritual figure, draws from indigenous death deities, including Mictlantecuhtli. She is seen as a protector and healer, showing how the concept of death gods can evolve over time. Mictlantecuhtli's influence is still felt in contemporary Latin American customs surrounding death. The Day of the Dead is a prime example, where death is celebrated and honored rather than feared. This approach reflects a unique cultural attitude towards mortality, rooted in indigenous traditions represented by Mictlantecuhtli. In summary, Mictlantecuhtli shares common traits with death gods worldwide, such as ruling the underworld and symbolizing mortality. However, his distinct Aztec context, skeletal imagery, and lasting impact on modern Latin American customs set him apart. Understanding Mictlantecuhtli helps us appreciate the diverse ways cultures view death and the afterlife.